So I'm peeking with my night vision camera out the window. I think it's a little better than the webcam I got poked out there. It lights it up a little better, but this one's tiny. It's a hidden spy camera, and I like to keep it in the house just in case. You know what I mean? In case of intruders, they won't know where it's at, and by the time they find all my cameras, which they're not going to do, they don't know how many I have or where they're located. Yeah, they'll be in jail so fast their head will spin, and so I don't want to poke all my cameras out the window, but I am getting more. I am going to get a couple more. These are so cheap; they're like it's not even funny. I mean, all my cameras were under $20 each one. I mean, they go up to 50. Some of them, I mean, I forget what I paid for my GoPro. That was pretty expensive, but for the most part, they do what they got to do to achieve what you need to achieve. So, yeah, basically, it's still a lot daylight yet, though. Well, not really. I mean, that's lighting up brighter than it actually is. It is dark out. It's just not fully dark. The sky has like a glow to it, I guess you would say. But you can see the street lights are coming on, so they usually come on at dusk. And of course, the smoke alarms have been shut off over there, and the fire department has split because it's just yet another false alarm. They go off once, twice, 3 times a month. So like I said, this baby's like super tiny. It's the size of a quarter. It's a pinhole camera, but it has four or five IR lights on it. And it does what it needs to do. It'll light up a room, and you can stick it anywhere. I mean, hidden in a can of Quaker Oats, or, you know what I mean, a cigarette pack, or, you know what I mean? Like I said, by the time they root everything out and find all the cameras, they'll be coming up on their sentencing hearing. There goes the green bus. No, that's SEPTA. Yeah, they're very concealable. You can hide these in a book. You know, you can hollow out a book or something and poke a hole with either a drill or a screw or a nail or something to that effect, and glue this camera to the inside of it, and they'd never see it until it was way too late. Good for nanny camming. It's good for home surveillance. And I was telling my sister, she goes, well, what happens if somebody shuts your Wi-Fi off? And I said, well, first of all, I have a tablet that has 5 years free Wi-Fi on it. So all I need is electricity. And my phone, which is sitting over here, I pay for Wi-Fi for that. It's part of my plan, that I pay for. So that gets, and you could always add data and gigabytes or whatever the heck they call it as needed. So I wouldn't run out of Wi-Fi there. And you could tether both devices to my laptop, to other computers, to any other devices. Even I think a TV I can run Bluetooth to and all that. And cameras, as long as a camera can pick up Wi-Fi, they run on Wi-Fi. So you don't necessarily need like a router box, cable or anything like that to run these cameras. Number two, they all come with computer chips in them, so memory cards. So all you got to do is pop the memory card out, and like I said, a lot of them are battery operated. So even if the electric shut off, which I do have solar panel devices to recharge these, if necessary, they're all battery operated, and the battery will last up to sometimes 3 to 4 hours, depending on the use of the camera. So if I have it set on motion sensor, and no one walks in front of it or talks, the battery ain't going to die for days. It could last for days. But if somebody walks in front of it, now if I use it for this purpose, yes, the battery's going to go quicker because everything's constantly in motion. Trees are swaying, loud noises such as you hear now, people walking by. So yeah, that battery will go pretty fast. That battery will probably last an hour. No, 1 to 3 hours, I guess. But if you keep it plugged in to USB, well, it'll last forever. You can continuously film with it. What is he doing? Shopping cart Bobby there? Has he got a shopping cart? Moving his house across town, I guess. But anyway, yeah, they have memory cards, and it stores them like a dash cam would, and you can go 15-minute intervals. I think some of my cameras have 10 and then 45-minute intervals. So in other words, it would film constantly for 45 minutes, shut off, start a new video. And it's in a blink of an eye. It's like, and then when the card becomes full, which all my cards have 20 hours of record time, I got the biggest gigabyte cards you can get for them, and which weren't cheap. Some of them were $20 on up. They cost more than the actual camera, but yeah, it's almost unlimited recording time. I mean, so I could go away for 3 days and the card wouldn't be full. Put it that way. So, I mean, it would be, again, virtually impossible for somebody to break in and not be on a camera, one camera, or multiple cameras. She was talking to me about that the other night. Like, hey, what happens if your Wi-Fi goes out? I said, it can go out all at once. And I'd still be able to record with the cameras because everything's stored on a memory card. So, in essence, all I'd have to do is walk over to the library with the memory card and upload it right to my YouTube page. Or give the card to the police and say, here, they're caught on this camera, so you better, because a lot of my cameras have playback features on them. Like my Vestcam, I have a screen on there where I can, play back the video. What's on the card. So, yeah, I mean, they're not going to get away with much. I don't know what she's talking about if the Wi-Fi goes out, but... And security cameras... Even the dome cameras that are hooked into a security system, usually they're you can upload them, live stream them right to your YouTube page or wherever you're not using a Wi-Fi signal. So, but yeah, I don't know. Look, something's blinking in that car over there. See it? Like he's flashing. I don't know what they're doing. Watching a movie. Sparking up a doobie? I don't know. Cheech and Chang. Look, he's still signaling. I could see it with my naked eye. And I'm blind, believe me. I don't know what he's doing now. But anyway, yeah, I mean... And nowadays, you won't get a camera unless you're buying security cameras or dome cameras or something like that doesn't have a security... memory card in it. So if you buy these mini hidden spy cameras, there used to be a company called spynet.com. I used to get you can buy a lighter that's a camera, you can buy a pen, sunglasses, a can of Coke, an alarm clock that's a regular clock on your wall that has hidden spy cameras in them. What else did they have? I mean, just all kinds of crap. Again, I mentioned the book. They had actual books you could put on a bookshelf. Well, it was a book, but you could put them together with a bunch of other books that looked like just a bunch of books. But actually, it was a camera. There he goes. I don't know what he was flashing. Oh, he going now. So, anyway, long story short, there's my little spy camera. I'm going to hide this back where I had it. After I wiped the memory off of it, because I've been walking past it and it's been going on. So if I'm home, I'll keep these cards cleared. You know what I mean? I'll clear them out every couple days because there's nothing on it but me. You know what I mean? So when I do go to the store, I want them as empty as possible so it films while I'm gone. They all film while I'm gone. So I don't have to go through mounds and mounds of footage to find out what I want. So there we go, folks. Long story short, I wasted more of your time. Ha ha. Talking gibberish. So there you go.